gosh, yeah. What is? I've never been active with the Kiwanis Club. What do they do?
It's an international service club. Our local supports 2 or 3 main charities. One being the WalkAmerica Youth Center.
Right.
One being the Miracle League.
Good. I did not know that.
And we have 2 or 3 others of Horry County Boys and Girls Club.
Yes.
But the main ones would be the Miracle League and the WalkAmerica Youth Center.
Is that right? Good. And are there a number of Kiwanis clubs in the area, or is it principally just that one
There's
in
one
Myrtle
in
Beach?
Conway, Myrtle Beach, Litchfield.
Right.
North Myrtle Beach has one. I don't believe Georgetown has one now.
Not to put you on the spot. Yeah, yeah.
But it's a international service club.
Oh, yeah, much like Rotary, I guess.
That's correct.
Similar in fashion, but wrapping around or the Grand Strand Optimist Club, another group that really does a lot and commits a lot to children.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Kiwanis Club is a sponsor of the Key Clubs in high school.
Oh, good, yeah. So those are funded by the Kiwanis. I thought they're not funded by the schools themselves. It's principally by Kiwanis.
The Kiwanis is a sponsor of the Key Club, and the Key Club raises most of their own funds, but it's a leadership program, basically, and get them in the high school. And then the Kiwanis Club offers 2 scholarships each year to the Key Club high school members that apply, and we give $500 each.
That's great. Well, we'll have to get somebody from one of the local Kiwanis clubs on the show. Maybe you could help arrange that.
I certainly will.
We'd like that. You know, we think about there's a lot more than just putting on events and raising dollars. There's really getting out. I think recently y'all were doing some advocacy. Who all traveled up to Columbia to meet with the State House and senators recently?
Rigby Wilson and I went up to Legislation Day to try to lobby, I guess would be the correct word,
right,
for some of the legislation that's in the works that could help the causes for the young babies and the mothers before birth. One of them being to support the increase in the tax on cigarettes, and use that money to again help the causes that March of Dimes is supporting.
Right.
We had.
How'd that go? Did you all get a pretty good response there?
We did. I forgot how many.
Legislators?
We probably had 8 or 10.
From the Horry County delegation? That's tremendous.
That came by, and most of them were surprised to see a friendly face.
To see Franklin and Rigby from Horry, yeah.
But I think it was very successful.
That's great.
I think it was well received by the visiting legislatures.
Right, right. Holly Hayes was with us when you all had your at Red Line Power Sports right down the street when you all had the one of the more recent board meetings. She came by and was highlighting that and promoting Legislative Day, and folks come in from board members or board chairs like yourself from all over the state to call on the legislators. So it was a good turnout.
And Rigby had come to Myrtle Beach from Columbia, so he knew a lot of the other legislators.
He was the general sales manager of ABC 25, the Bayhack Alone station there in Columbia, and a very popular guy up there. So
people's person.
Obvious. That's right. Sales guy, and of course now the general manager of Fox 43. Great guy. Great guy. So we sure hope to get Rigby in sometime, and some of these other new board members with Richard Singleton and Mark Mitchell and Rigby and Dick Averett recently joined the board.
Yes.
You all have got a tremendous addition there. And, of course, with Lois Ergel's service, not only as past board chair as your predecessor, but also chairing the chef's auction and really making those numbers grow and grow, much like Joe and all the folks out here, Ryan and Dennis, making the Horry County WalkAmerica grow.
Got some strong team members.
Yeah.
Really do.
Yeah. You know, when you think about one of the things that I sure want to catch Joe about on Wednesday is the neonatal intensive care units, and I think recently the board sponsored a trip up to McLeod. I can't remember who.
In Florence, that's correct.
In Florence. Did someone report on that at the last board meeting?
Ozell Newman with Santee Cooper was able to take that trip. He and Joe went up together, and he indicated that it was a very moving experience. They were actually able to get fairly close to some of the babies in the center, and they're just so small. You know, you can look at the pictures, and they don't do it justice. And this last year, we happened to have 2 cases that were family, well, almost Burrs and Chapin family related. Our receptionist, Pauline Chisholm, had a grandson, Jabril, that weighed 1 pound 14 ounces.
Oh no, 1 pound 14 ounces.
And we had a construction manager that had a daughter, Lauren Kim, that weighed 1.5 pounds, and her twin brother died at birth. But that brought it close to home to have those right.
Her twin brother died at birth.
That's correct. But it makes you more sensitive to the issues when you can see the face of the parents and you know them, and just see that grief in their lives. But Jabril now is up to about 10 pounds.
Is
I
that
talked to
right?
his mother a couple of days ago.
Coming on strong.
And I think Carrie Kim's daughter is getting along good now, too. They're out of the hospital.
You know, it does impact more than just that family. As you say, everyone who works with the family members who know that obviously the grief and that's going along in that family, and the desire to empathize and really be a part of that and to support them, but also the medical centers and who are constantly monitoring the child or the families that are impacted by premature births or birth defects. And March of Dimes is not only all about prematurity, it's so much more than that.
It gives a lot of money to promote, you know, the centers like McLeod, and the equipment, just enormous cost to have the equipment to be able to maintain those lives.
If a viewer wanted to be involved with this year's Walk America on Saturday, April 28th, what are some of the things they could be doing now, Franklin, to get involved?
Probably call the Conway office again, that 488-3463 number, and get a package of information from Joe Fisher or Colleen, and try to form a team. You can get some of your friends to be on the team, or co-workers. We have a team at the company.
Do you? Burrs and Chapin has a team this year? Wow, good.
We've had one for the last probably eight or 9 years.
I didn't know that. Great.
In fact, I was team captain in 2001, and that probably was my first real close involvement with the March of Dimes. And it's a moving experience to be able to collect and give for such a worthy cause.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Do you remember some of the things y'all did even back in 2001? Some of the things that a viewer could help to do if they were putting together a team now or being a part of a team? What are some of the things they could do to raise dollars?
You can sell candles. We're doing that. Did it then and this year's fundraiser. Can have yard sales. Bring items and have those sold. Can have chicken bog. We've done that before. At lunch, out in the parking lot at work, you can be cooking a chicken bog and empty the office out at lunch and earn some quick money.
Sell some Rice Krispie treats. They're very popular. A lot of people, you know, our producer knocks out Rice Krispie treats, and I'd pay $1 a pop. You can sell popcorn. You know, the little kids get that, and grandparents always are going to buy whatever the kids. Listen to that. Are you Papa or
victim?
Are you Grandpa? What is your nickname?
Big Dog.
Oh, you're Big Dog?
Started off that my wife was trying to decide what she wanted to be called before the first was born. And I think Granny just suited her real well. And I said, no, don't call me Pappy or Grandpa or anything. I said, they can call me Mr. Long until you can come up with something better. And then one of the son-in-laws came up with Big Dog. So,
Big Dog. That is the first grandpa they've ever heard of that's called Big Dog.
All three of them call me Big Dog.
All
like they
three
would
of your
Grandpa.
speaking grandchildren call you Big Dog. That is amazing. Well, then who's Little Dog?
We don't have one of those yet.
That's right.
Everybody's
okay.
big.
I love
Grandson
that.
is Big Buddy, and I'm Big Dog.
That is fantastic. Well, at least they're learning that big word, so they're getting some big words out now. That's right. Those are small words, but that's a big deal. You know, there's so much that happens, and of course, as you said, I guess it was your involvement back in 2001 that really got you active and committed to making a difference in the March of Dimes.
It was that, and when our oldest daughter was going to have her first baby, she had a miscarriage. Mm-hmm. And the same weekend that she was having that, our youngest daughter called to say she was pregnant. Mm. And I think it makes you very concerned until the baby is born that
right.
something can happen. Mm-hmm. You never know what family it's going to be in or when it might happen. So I think that just gave me a heightened sense of care for, the cause that March of Dimes and other similar organizations are working for.
Those are powerful words. I'm glad you shared that, Franklin. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you inviting me.
Very definitely. Stay tuned to more Carolina People with Franklin Long coming up next. You know, you can kind of joke about being nicknamed Big Dog, getting a nickname from grandchildren like that, but you can't joke about the fact when you get a call from one daughter who's losing a child and a call in the same weekend from another daughter that's celebrating the potential birth of a child. There's real serious aspects, whether it's stories like that from Franklin Long or stories by Joe Fisher or other family members. We'll talk to Brian Simpson next week about that, who goes through the birth of a child and sees their child born at 1 pound 4 ounces or 1 pound 8 ounces. This is a serious cause. The walk's getting close. If you can't be out there on Saturday, April 28th at Coastal Carolina University to walk in Horry County's WalkAmerica, go online to walkamerica.org/South Carolina or call the local office at 488-3463. You can make a difference. Recognize that babies are too small, they're born oftentimes too soon, and they need your help. Pick up the phone, make the call.